In a world where everyone's a specialist, the most powerful leaders are often the ones who can connect the dots between completely different fields. In this explainer, we're doing a deep dive into the cross-domain product manager by looking at the career of one person, Bhaskara Kumar. He's a leader who's navigated the incredibly complex worlds of automotive, aerospace, and digital tech. So what can his journey teach us? Let's get into it. So what does it really take to become an elite PM today? Is it just about mastering agile sprints and user stories inside a software bubble? Or is it something deeper? We're going to explore how hands-on experience in the physical world, tackling massive automotive supply chains and high-stakes aerospace hardware, can build a uniquely powerful and versatile digital product leader. So here's our game plan. First, we'll define what makes this kind of PM so different. Then we'll follow Bhaskara's journey from his early days in the auto industry to a really cool pivot into aerospace. We'll see how that all led to his current role in digital transformation, check out the toolkit that makes it all happen, and then wrap up by looking at what this means for the future of product leadership. All right, part 1, a different kind of PM. The big idea here is that the most valuable products today aren't just lines of code. They have to work in the real world. That means the best leaders are the ones who truly understand both sides. Bhaskara's career is a perfect case study of this.
This pretty much says it all. We're talking about 17+ years, not just in one narrow niche, but across 3 of the most complex industries on the planet. This kind of background gives you a perspective that is just different. You start to see patterns and solutions that other people are guaranteed to miss.
So where did this all begin? In the automotive world. This is where Bhaskara really built his foundation. I mean, think about it. The auto industry is a masterclass in global operations, insane efficiency, and managing incredibly complex systems. It's the ultimate training ground. You can see a really clear story in this timeline, can't you? It starts with a big cost reduction at Toyota, the home of lean manufacturing. Then, that experience scales up massively over a decade at Ford, leading to huge savings. All of this deep operational know-how perfectly sets the stage for a jump into aerospace, and then, ultimately, to leading digital transformation at Nissan.
$100 million. Let that sink in for a second. That's not a forecast. That is the actual, tangible savings Bhaskara helped deliver for Ford in just 4 years by optimizing their global freight. It's just a massive number that shows you the power of systems thinking on a global scale. It shows an ability to see the entire chessboard.
And he didn't get these results from behind a desk. He was on the ground, leading hands-on workshops all across the Asia-Pacific region, everywhere from China to South Africa. This shows a critical leadership skill, the ability to actually drive change and build a culture of efficiency across different countries and cultures.
This is a perfect snapshot of what that excellence looks like in action. While managing a warehouse bigger than 2 football fields and a team of over 130 people, he took container utilization from 67% to almost 90%. That's the kind of concrete, data-driven result you get from a deep, fundamental understanding of logistics.
Okay, on to the next chapter, the pivot to aerospace. After mastering the world of automotive, he intentionally jumped into space technology. This wasn't just a simple career change, it was a test. The big question was, could the principles he learned in one complex industry be adapted to the extreme challenges of, building rockets?
So how do those skills translate? Well, the discipline needed for global automotive supply chains was directly applicable to the speed needed for new product introduction in aerospace. That relentless focus on optimization became absolutely critical when you're dealing with advanced materials and the rapid prototyping you need for a launch vehicle. So at Agnicol Cosmos, a really exciting space tech startup, Bhaskara was handling business strategy and operations for critical components of a launch vehicle. This meant he had to get deep into advanced manufacturing. We're talking everything from 3D metal printing to composites, all while working with brilliant engineers in a super fast-paced, high-stakes setting.
And boom, the results were almost immediate. By applying what he knew about supply chains and manufacturing, he cut the cost and lead time for a critical component by a massive 45%. In the aerospace world, where every single day and every single dollar counts, that is a huge, huge accomplishment. And that brings us to his current role, which is all about leading digital transformation. This is where everything comes together, that deep operational mastery and the high-tech manufacturing experience. At Nissan Digital, he's now using that exact same systems thinking mindset to help design the future of mobility. Right now, he's working with cutting-edge stuff like IoT and AI. He's also deep into the future of mobility, what the industry calls CASE. That's connected, autonomous, shared, and electrified vehicles. From product roadmaps to writing the detailed requirement docs that engineers live by, he's not just following tech trends, he is actively shaping them.
So how does this actually get done? Well, it's not magic. It's a modern, agile process. It starts with deep analysis, then moves to building data-driven roadmaps, and involves constant collaboration with engineers and stakeholders. This is the exact system used to build winning products at the most elite tech companies in the world.
And the results really do speak for themselves. In a recent project, he used data science and machine learning to build a mobile app that solved a major supply chain issue. The result? A 98% accuracy rate. It's the perfect blend, using advanced digital tools to solve a tangible, real-world problem with incredible precision.
Okay, let's pull back the curtain and look at the actual toolkit, the skills and credentials that make this whole journey possible. This is what allows someone to not just survive, but actually thrive across so many different demanding industries.
This really shows you that classic T-shaped skill set. He's got that deep vertical expertise in things like supply chain and operations, but he's also got the broad horizontal skills in strategy, leadership, and product management. That combination of depth and breadth is what makes a cross-domain leader so incredibly effective. And this certification from IIT Delhi, which is one of the top tech institutes in the world, is the formal validation of that expertise. It's the academic proof of the skills he's gained through years of tough, hands-on experience. It's that killer combination of street smarts and book smarts.
So finally, let's look ahead. We've seen the path through automotive, aerospace, and digital. How does this unique background prepare a leader to drive the next wave of innovation?
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The fundamental skill required to understand and optimize a massive physical system, like a warehouse, is the exact same skill you need to design a complex digital ecosystem. It proves that true systems thinking doesn't care what industry you're in.
And that brings us to the final question. As the line between the physical and digital worlds just completely dissolves, leaders who can expertly navigate both are going to be more valuable than ever. The real question for any company is, how can this unique blend of skills drive your next big thing? The ability to bridge these worlds is rare, and it's becoming more and more valuable every day. If you're interested in learning more about this or seeing how these ideas could apply to your own challenges, feel free to connect with the subject of our case study, Bhaskara Kumar. Thanks for tuning in.